KSEE 24 News begins with a forecast first from your local weather authority.
I'm Chief Meteorologist A.J. Fox, and a dense fog advisory is in effect for the valley, our viewing area from 2 a.m. until 10 a.m. Visibility right now, 4 miles in Hanford, 3 in Visalia, 7 in Fresno, 6 in Madera. It's not too bad, but again, that dense fog will start really rolling in after 2 o'clock in the morning. It's pretty clear out there right now and going to remain clear through tomorrow. So areas of fog, 49 at 8 a.m., 67 by noontime with sunny skies, 73 at 4 o'clock. So a very warm Valentine's Day, a very warm holiday weekend. KSEE 24 News at 11 starts now.
Local news that matters. This is KSEE 24 News at 11.
A local animal shelter asking for help tonight after 2 crimes has them taking care of more animals than before. Hey there, good evening. I'm Evan Onstein.
And I'm Stephanie Barugian. Community Matters. The Central California SPCA has rescued over 100 animals this week that were involved in criminal abuse cases. They were victims of those cases. Now the SPCA is in short of supplies and volunteers.
Yeah, on Thursday, 2 dogs were found by Fresno police nearly starved to death. Their owner is now behind bars for animal cruelty and drug charges. On Sunday, 100 roosters were rescued when sheriff's deputies shut down an organized cockfighting ring. All of those animals are now being fed and cared for by the SPCA.
KSEE 24's Jessica Porter spoke to the nonprofit about the need to help these abused animals. Jessica.
One neighbor called the drug bust and starvation of 2 dogs just another day in the neighborhood. But the SPCA would disagree. These crimes are a shocking case of animal abuse and a huge drain on the nonprofit's resources. Caring for animals from criminal cases has been a strain on SPCA resources, and they say they need help. 2 dogs came in nearly starved to death Thursday, and 100 roosters used for cockfighting on Sunday.
We are in need of volunteers, we're in need of donations, and just supporters of the community just get involved and then help us out with these animals. Again, it could be either monetary, they can physically help out at the shelter.
The shelter takes in 100 animals a day and receives no additional funding when they rescue animals involved in criminal cases.
It makes me really sad that there's so many animals in one pen and there's not a lot of help.
Fresno police believe 42-year-old Christopher Tonazzini nearly starved these 2 dogs to death. They found the dogs locked in a small cage during a search warrant at his home that seized 7 pounds of marijuana.
They are emaciated, so they were underfed, they're very skinny, and they may have other medical conditions.
The SPCA is nursing the dogs back to health, giving them medicine, food, and shelter. They are scared, move slowly, and are a mere shell of what a healthy dog should look like.
They're very much depressed. They're like staying away from the staff. It's a little bit more than it would be like a regular stray that comes in. So you can tell that the neglect was so severe that they just don't really want to have a lot of human contact right now.
The shelter is also struggling to find enough feed in cages for 100 roosters seized from a cockfighting operation. Visitors to the shelter, like Trishelle Ellis, say the community needs to come together and help.
I'm not for animals being put down, and if there was more money and an expansion and, maybe we could save a lot more animals.
Anyone wishing to donate to the SPCA can find out more information on how to do so on our website, yourcentralvalley.com. Christopher Tonazzini was booked here at the Fresno County Jail on felony drug manufacturing charges as well as animal cruelty. Reporting live from downtown Fresno tonight, I'm Jessica Porter, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
Jessica, thanks so much. Developing tonight, yet another Valley girl has been struck by a stray bullet. This time, it is a teenager in Parlier who was in critical condition tonight after she was shot in the eye. Detectives say 16-year-old Brianna Ramirez was shot while riding in her mother's car. It happened at about 10 o'clock last night on Fett Street near Tuolumne. The 2 were driving home at the time of the shooting. Police say someone shot several rounds in their direction. One bullet went through the windshield and struck Brianna in the face.
Those drive-by shootings and those exchange of gunfire or what have you, it's always extremely dangerous, and that's how innocent people get hurt.
Detectives say Brianna and her mother were not the targets of the gunfire. They're now looking for 3 to 4 suspects. No word if the shooting is gang-related.
And an 8-year-old girl is in stable condition tonight after she was shot by her 10-year-old sister. It happened this morning at a Northwest Fresno home. The father is a deputy with the Madera County Sheriff's Department. Fresno police say the deputy was getting ready for work before 8 o'clock. He put his loaded gun on the bed and he was out of sight briefly while he was in the restroom, which is attached to the bedroom. Police say the 10-year-old picked up the gun and accidentally shot her sister in the lower torso. She was rushed to CRMC where she had surgery.
Right now our focus is on the family, both those immediately involved and those extended family, and our thoughts and prayers go with our fellow employee and his daughter, and on Godspeed for her safe recovery.
And now the sheriff is saying the deputy will not be placed on leave. Fresno police are handling this criminal investigation while the Madera County Sheriff's Office will handle the internal investigation.
New tonight, learning from the Charlie Hebdo attacks in Paris. That was the focus of a conversation at Fresno City College this evening. A panel of religious and French experts spoke tonight about the causes of the January massacre and where to go from here. Much of the discussion tonight revolved around free expression. France doubled down on its commitment to that ideal in demonstrations following the attacks. The manager of the Islamic Cultural Center of Fresno supports that ideal, but he says he worries that it does not apply to everyone.
This was a big opportunity to discuss the idea of free speech and whether or not free speech is applied across the board, or is free speech only when it's directed at the weaker group, when it's directed at the group that has no power. It is not.
The French Consul General in San Francisco also took part in the panel since the Charlie Hebdo attacks were French citizens. The attackers, excuse me. She said that there needs to be a better effort to integrate French Muslims into society.
Mainly in terms of education, economic integration and social work, in order to, to work better on integration of all French citizens on the territory.
Carmona says France has become more vigilant against terror threats since the attacks. 17 people were murdered, including 12 at the Paris office of the satirical magazine.
It's been a year since President Obama came to the Valley offering some much-needed drought relief.
And many in the Valley say, unfortunately, not much has changed. In fact, they say many things are worse now because we're still missing what we need the most, and that's water. KSEE 24's Angela Greenwood has a look back at what some are calling broken promises.
Well, it was a year ago today that President Obama landed here in the Valley and met with some top ag leaders and toured the drought devastation for himself. And the saying often goes, wow, what a difference a year can make. Well, in this case, many Valley farmers we spoke with say they wish that were true.
I wish I could tell them, look, Mr. President, we're still in the same situation. Nothing got done.
It was 1 year ago that Valley farmer Joe Delbosky met with President Obama.
I explained to him about this field over here where nothing was planted last year.
The two toured Delbosky's fallowed land that a year later is still unplanted.
It's deja vu.
Delbosky says his hopes were high.
We have probably gotten a little bit more rain, but we don't have that much more hope.
The president's visit was a huge production. After landing at Fresno Yosemite International Airport, he stopped in Fireball, where he met with key Valley farmers and water advocates.
Anybody that would have been in that meeting is disappointed.
Mario Centoyo with the Latino Water Coalition says a lot was on the table at the roundtable discussion. Farmers talked about the desperation the drought had caused, the farm workers who didn't have work, the suffering families. And President Obama made a promise to help.
That we are going to stay on top of this.
But according to Centoyo, the president and his administration didn't follow through.
You would hope that if you have your nation's top leader in your area, that somehow he would put some focus and priority on trying to make things better.
Millions of dollars in funding was set aside for drought relief, which brought some assistance for livestock feed and food banks. The Fresno County Food Bank says it never received any federal money, rather some USDA products, including canned food. Congressman Devin Nunes says he believes the president used the Valley visit to further a different agenda.
He used the drought to make a global warming speech and came up with no solutions to actually using the water infrastructure.
Last week, the Federal Bureau of Reclamation did announce nearly $20 million in funding for the Central Valley Water Project, addressing delta and groundwater issues. While many farmers did appreciate the attention the president's visit brought 1 year ago, they say it didn't accomplish much, and this is a battle they will continue to fight on their own.
I would say, does the president need to come out again? No. That ain't going to help.
Now, we did break down some of the aid that's come from the state in the past year, and according to officials with the Department of Water Resources, more than $17 million have been set aside for drought relief and water projects in the valley. On top of that, we're also told the state provided 90,000 boxes of food to feed families in rural communities here. We also reached out to officials in Washington, D.C. to get a breakdown of the federal funds that have come in for drought relief, but our calls were not returned. In the studio, Angela Greenwood, KSEE 24. Local news that matters.
The movie 50 Shades of Grey is now in the theaters, but how will moviegoers respond?
We're not saying to totally go against it, just to, consider supporting your local domestic violence shelter.
The film has also caught the eye of those at the Marjorie Mason Center. Why they have a problem with this film.
Plus, later in the newscast, if you missed them today, flowers, chocolates, balloons, they'll all be there waiting for you on local street corners tomorrow morning. Those vendors hoping to help you with your Valentine's Day needs.
Your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by the Allergy Institute and Dr. Ann Maminian. It is going to be in the high range or very high range in the days ahead, and we'll have your complete forecast coming up as KSEE 24 News continues.
This is KSEE 24 News at 11 with Stephanie Berosian, Evan Onsat, and the most accurate meteorologist in Central California, AJ Fox, and your local weather authority forecast. KSEE 24 News, local news that matters.
A simple drink leads to a terrifying hospital visit for one Valley teen.
My legs were frozen up, and then my arms were frozen.
Health matters, but could energy drinks be putting your children at risk? We look at what every parent should know.
And what energy drink manufacturers are doing to inform consumers.
Energy Drink Health on KSEE 24 News Monday at 11.
AJ Fox, named Central California's most accurate meteorologist for the second year in a row. Central California's most accurate forecast. KSEE 24, your local weather authority.
Last night on Fallon, Colin Firth, Jack McBrayer, and Triumph the Insult Comic Dog played catchphrase.
Triumph, what happened? I'm sure it's always the dog.
Tonight it's Samuel L. Jackson and Norman Reedus. New Tonight Show, new late night, tonight, here on NBC.
Shopping for glasses can be very expensive, but at Stanton Optical, I get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for only $69, plus a free eye exam.
Free eye exam with purchase of 2 pair for $69. Call 800-STANTON for nearest location.
Toyota's President's Day sales event is in its final days. It's your last chance for 0% APR on a stylish new Corolla. Plus, get $500 bonus cash. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. Hurry, it all ends Tuesday. Toyota, let's go places.
Get 36 months interest-free financing and save up to $300 on Beauty Rest and Posturepedic. Even get 3 years interest-free financing on Tempur-Pedic. And of course, free same-day delivery, but only through President's Day at Sleep Train.
Shopping for glasses can be very expensive, but at Stanton Optical, I get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for only $69, plus a free eye exam.
Free eye exam with purchase of 2 pair for $69. Call 800-STANTON for nearest location.
Century 21 C. Watson Valley Home Showplace, Sunday morning at 8 on KSEE 24.
Now, AJ Fox with your local weather authority forecast.
So we've got some fog to look forward to again tonight or early tomorrow.
Well, every morning last several days we've had overnight fog, late night, early morning fog, and then it burns off very quickly and ends up being a very pleasant day. And you can expect the same thing for Valentine's Day. So watch out for this. Dense fog advisory. That's in effect for the valley from 2 a.m. tonight until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. And so visibility now is at 3 miles in Visalia. That's the worst. 4 miles in Hanford, 7 miles in Fresno, 6 in Madera, Madera, 7 also in Porterville. So there are some areas you can see in the in-between areas. We're looking at some visibility that's starting to drop a little bit. So watch out for those areas of fog. 56 in Fresno, 54 in Visalia. Right now in Madera, 51, 57 in Merced. Skies above, fairly clear, a couple of thin clouds. And again, that fog is starting to develop. Looking out to the Pacific, we have a lot of moisture that's available. All of this, if we could get it to come over California, we would have our drought be over in a couple of days if we could get a few of these. But it's not going to happen. So it looks like high pressure is still our dominant feature. It will keep our skies clear for the next several days. So our overnight lows tonight, still in the mid-40s. We're going to have a 44 for Visalia, 42 in Hanford, Mendota 44, Madera 43, 47 for Fresno. High temperatures 74 in Visalia, 54 in Sequoia National Park, Oakhurst 76, 66 in Yosemite, Merced 72, and 74 in Los Banos. Our air quality will be moderate all across the valley floor. Wood burning is okay only if you have a registered wood burning device, but we got good air quality with no wood burning restrictions for Sequoia National Park tonight. Areas of fog developing. Otherwise, pretty clear skies. 47 will be the overnight low. Light winds all night. Sunrise time at 6:48. Then tomorrow, this is for Fresno and Clovis, that morning fog turns into a sunny day, and we end up with a high of 75. Just like today, and light winds all day, sunset time at 5:38. So over the next 7 days, first off for Valentine's Day, you can expect the dense morning fog to turn into a sunny day. We end up with that high of 75, so a lot of sunshine for Valentine's Day, and sunshine again right on through the holiday weekend. Did you forget that this is a 3-day weekend? Expect a lot of sunshine, not only for Sunday, maybe a slight dip in temperatures, but it's hard to feel the difference between 75 and 74. Back to 75 on Monday. We'll keep that for several days next week. A little increase in clouds starting on Tuesday. Morning low temperatures staying very close to 50, and so that's a little too warm for fog, a little too dry, I think, too, even though we'll see some clouds starting to come our way, and still no rain in the forecast, at least not for now. Your regional forecast is available. It's on our website at yourcentralvalley.com. But in the meantime, if you liked what happened today, it's going to happen again and again and again right on through the holiday weekend.
Yeah, warm.
Yeah, very warm.
Dare you say steamy?
Springy.
I only say that, AJ.
I know, you're trying to
leading to the next story.
You see what I'm getting at here?
I get it.
Thank you, AJ. Appreciate it. Yes, the film adaptation of the book trilogy 50 Shades of Grey hit the big screen today. Now everybody sees where I was headed with
that's
that.
why it's steamy. That's we get it. Well, it has some local women who work with victims of domestic violence expressing concern. The Marjorie Mason Center in Fresno says it is boycotting the film. The movie is about a submissive young woman who falls for a dominating, powerful man.
We're not saying to totally go against it, just to, consider supporting your local domestic violence shelters and domestic violence agencies in donating back, because $50 here can go a long way.
So the Marjorie Mason Center says if you would want to opt out of the 50 Shades of Grey movie.
Or walk out.
Or walk out, I guess. Donate the money that you would have spent on the movie instead to the shelter. You can donate online or over the phone. Our web poll question tonight, do you plan to go see 50 Shades of Grey? 16% of you said yes, 84% said no. For future poll questions, log on to yourcentralvalley.com.
I'm not going.
I probably not either.
I'm not.
I have some other things to do this weekend, for sure.
Me too. Coming up next in sports, there is nothing better than a walk-off on opening night.
Andrew Martin joins us now at the Sports Central desk. Andrew?
Steph and Evan, things ended quite well for the Fresno State baseball team tonight, but the Bulldogs had a 4-0 lead, so they probably wish they didn't need late-inning heroics. We have them for you. We'll take you out to Biden Field next in Sports Central.
Education is our passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today.
Tonight, KC24 and FCOE bring you Education Matters.
Karina has our first 5 family focus.
Tonight's Educator of the Week.
Toyota's President's Day sales event is in its final days. It's your last chance to get 0% financing on any 2015 Camry, plus $500 bonus cash, plus make no payments for 90 days. Hurry, it all ends Tuesday. Toyota, let's go places.
A promise is a precious and powerful thing. A promise has the power to bond and the strength to endure. A true promise will never be broken. Believe in the power of a promise. A fire and ice cut forever marked diamond. The diamond, the promise. Exclusively available at Rogers Jewelry.
Ron Smith Buick GMC, the Central Valley's premier Buick and GMC dealer, invites you to experience our huge selection, friendly representatives, and easy financing on our new and pre-owned models, like our remaining 2014 Buick Verano and Buick Encore still in stock. Come in now and save 20% off MSRP and experience the expectation-shattering Buicks from your Ron Smith Buick GMC dealer in Merced. Right off the 99 freeway at 1900 Auto Center Drive, where you'll always get a smile, a handshake, and a great deal.
Toyota's President's Day sales event is in its final days. It's your last chance to get a new RAV4 with 0% financing. Plus, get $500 bonus cash. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. Hurry, it all ends Tuesday. Toyota, let's go places.
See news happen? Share your video or photos with us at #YCV. Powered by ClassenHonda.com.
Sports Central, presented by Table Mountain Casino.
Excited. I'm always excited to, especially season openers. Hopefully, you have a lot of people here. It's gonna be a good one.
Jimmy Lambert, the optimist. Let me set the scene for you. The Fresno State baseball team was picked to finish 5th out of 7 teams in the Mountain West this season. Lambert was named the opening day starter. He was 1-6 last year. The UC Irvine team Fresno State is facing, coming off a 41-win season and an appearance in the College World Series. Here we go, out to Biden Field and a look at one of the co-captains this year. Check out the C on the jersey of senior Manny Argamanis. Here's Lambert on the mound, gets a strikeout. The sophomore gave up 2 runs in 5 innings. Back to Argamanis. Check this out. He was on base a lot tonight. 3 hits. Here in the 5th inning, he rips a double to right center. That advances a runner to third base, but the Dogs would not score in the inning. 7th inning now, Argamanis at the plate again, and he does the same thing to the same spot. He slides into second for another double. Bottom of the 9th now. It's a 4-4 game. Fresno State had a 4-0 lead. Again, it's now 4-4. And this video is courtesy of the Mountain West Network. Kevin Veers, a single to left, drives in Taylor Ward and wins the game. The Dogs beat the Anteaters 5-4. Same 2 teams tomorrow at 6:35. Meanwhile, over at Margie Wright Diamond, the Bulldogs softball team played 2 games today. It won the first against Santa Clara 2-0. This is game 2 against UC Riverside. Fresno State scores first, bottom of the first. Brenna Moss in safely off the wild pitch. Still 1-0, top of the 2nd. Jill Compton protecting that lead. One of her 7 strikeouts in the game. She pitched 6 2/3 innings. The Bulldogs would score again in inning number 3 on a bases-loaded walk by Taylor Green. But they lose to the Highlanders 4-2. They're now 5-2 this season. Doubleheader tomorrow starting at 1:30. Before tonight's game against UC Riverside, Fresno State honored Wendy Ward. She pitched for the Bulldogs in the 1980s and had her number 19 jersey retired in 1987. Ward now lives in Tulare. A little more than 3 decades ago, she threw 6 no-hitters and 2 perfect games. She's still in the top 10 in 11 categories in Fresno State's record book.
I just feel so happy in my heart, and it just, the ultimate honor. It's just the ultimate honor, I mean. And who gets that? I mean, it's just amazing. It's just been so much fun.
When you look up and see your name
That's
on the
crazy.
back of the jersey.
That's crazy. I just think, okay, I guess I did something.
She sure did. In case you didn't see this earlier, here's what the Tark patch looks like. It'll be worn starting tomorrow by the Fresno State men's basketball players to honor the late Jerry Tarkanian, who died Wednesday at the age of 84. Also, Jenna Prandini, track and field star at Oregon, who's from Clovis, ran the 200 meters tonight in 22.87 seconds. That's the best time in the world this year. Back to you guys.
Sounded fast.
Yeah.
Thanks, Andrew. Well, once again, I don't want to worry you. Look at the clock, though. We're about, what, 37 minutes away from Valentine's Day?
Yeah, and we've been warning everyone for days. But Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and you don't worry, you still have time to get your loved one something special. Even on the corner, you can pick something up.
For the finest carpet, laminates, hardwood, vinyl, and more from the best manufacturers, all at prices you can afford, it's Robinson's Flooring in 2 locations in Fresno.
For more information on this business, go to yourcentralvalley.com and click on Central Valley Local.
It's time to experience what's made Lexus the fastest growing automotive luxury brand on the road. There's never been a better time to drive a Lexus. During the Command Performance Sales Event, get great offers on your favorite Lexus models, now through March 31st. See Fresno Lexus.
Gas prices have plummeted and dragged mortgage rates down with them. Once again, you can refinance with Cash Call and pay no closing costs. None. You can pull out tens of thousands and Cash Call will pay for everything. So make the Cash Call at 866-590-CASH.
While plenty has changed over the last 34 years, Tough Shed buildings still stand the test of time. And to celebrate, Tough Shed is layering on even bigger savings during our annual 2-day sale, February 13th and 14th. Get a jump on spring and great discounts. Tough Shed storage buildings, garages, studios, recreational buildings, and cabin shells. Designed and installed by local Tough Shed building professionals. Visit our Factory Direct showrooms during our 2-day sale for the best deal on the best buildings.
This is your wake-up call for savings and a healthier night's sleep. Only at Mattress Land Sleep Fit. Save up to 60% on America's top brands. And get fit to the right bed for you with our exclusive Bed Fit process. Get a Sealy Queen set for only $388. And upgrade any premium mattress set with an adjustable power base, starting from only $498. It's your wake-up call for savings up to 60%, but only for a limited time. Go to mattressland.com now.
With so many great shows on these days, you need a DVR that can catch them all. How many shows can you DVR at one time?
I can only DVR one at a time.
It'll act like it's recording, but one of us got kicked out.
There isn't any fighting, but there is conflict.
With Xfinity, you can record 4 shows at once and watch a 5th live.
That's really cool.
There's no conflict, so you're never going to miss a show.
Say so long to recording conflicts. Switch to Xfinity from Comcast for $99 a month for 12 months, plus at X1 DVR service. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit Comcast.com today.
It's time to command track-tested precision with the fastest-growing automotive luxury brand on the road. There's never been a better time to drive a Lexus. During the Command Performance Sales Event, get great offers on our most dynamic models, now through March 31st. See Fresno Lexus.
KSEE 24 News at 11.
Fresno really is a vendor's corner paradise tomorrow, and they will be out, I'm sure, and about selling plenty of Valentine's Day little gift items.
And I'm sure there's going to be people lining up for them. The stands will be open at a corner near you all over the city, from roses to special bouquets to heart-shaped chocolates. There's something for everyone looking to impress their sweethearts this weekend. Now, some are selling single roses, so you can get a half dozen or maybe a full dozen if you really want to impress.
You have a wife like mine who does everything you could ever imagine that a husband would want. She's worth it.
I think that's very nice of him to say.
I do too.
The day of romance we call Valentine's Day. It's actually named for a Christian martyr. It dates back to the 5th century.
I saw lots of teddy bears for sale today.
Did you?
Yeah.
You gonna pick one of those up for your hubby?
I'm not saying.
Oh, yeah, he might be watching.
Don't want to spoil the surprise. All right. We'll be right back.
Sure. We'll be right back.
Shopping for glasses can be very expensive, but at Stanton Optical, I get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for only $69, plus a free eye exam.
Free eye exam with purchase of 2 pair for $69. Call 800-STANTON for nearest location.
When you set out to find new roads, you obsess over perfection. Evolve function. Elevate form. And create the highest quality midsize sedan. Chevrolet, the most awarded car company of 2014.
Now, current GM owners lessees can get this 2015 Chevy Malibu LT for $179 a month. Visit your Central Valley Chevy dealers today.
Bask in the warmth. Wrap yourself in quality. For outdoor furniture that might be more comfortable than your indoor furniture, it's the Patio Place. It's kind of like a furniture art gallery. Come by and experience it for yourself. We bring the indoors outdoors. The Patio Place, with 2 locations in Fresno.
Decorate your life at the Patio Place.
2015 is going to be a great year. During February, EECU is offering as low as 2.15% APR on new and used cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and RVs. That's 2.15% APR for loans up to 72 months. Now is the time to purchase or refinance a loan from another lender. So hurry, because this offer ends February 28th. EECU, smarter banking since 1934.
Local business partnerships with our schools make a huge difference in the success of our students. And there are so many ways to help. Life-changing community events like academic decathlons, science fairs, arts programs, student mentoring, and athletic events are sponsored by our valued business partners. We invite local businesses to become actively involved in contributing to the success of our children's education. Visit fcoefoundation.org to find out more. We are Fresno County Office of Education. We are Fresno.
Hey, nice steak, Abraham.
Dude, new CRV?
Just nabbed it at that big event.
This thing's got all-wheel drive, right?
Yeah.
You get it. When these dudes hit the slopes, the savings hit the roof. It's Central Valley Honda's President's Day event with peak deals like $159 a month on Civic, $259 on Pilot, and $239 on CRV. This event ends February 16th. See your Central Valley Honda dealer today.
Shopping for glasses can be very expensive, but at Stanton Optical, I get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for only $69, plus a free eye exam.
Free eye exam with purchase of 2 pair for $69. Call 800-STANTON for nearest location.
Monday on Sunrise, there's money out there to help pay for college. We'll have more on a series of upcoming events to help students get connected.
Plus, we're whipping up our own custom pizza pie at Pieology.
And it looks like beautiful holiday weather. See you in the morning.
Hey guys, Norman Reedus is here! Plus we got Samuel L. Jackson. This is from Jesse J. And thank you notes. You gotta watch. We're on next. It's good.
Finally tonight, I had the chance to say farewell to a retiring music professor at Fresno State. I had the privilege of hosting a concert at the Music Building at Fresno State for Professor Helene Joseph Weil. You see her there. Many former students performed in her honor tonight, and that's me and Zove Katumian. We were the MCs. Several came as far as New York. Some are professional singers to this day. Some are teachers. Some of her former students are weathermen. Yeah, and so there were lots of folks there. The entire thing was a surprise. That is Richard Woods. He also teaches music at Roosevelt High School. And so, you know, all of their music professors from, she was the music professor that has now spawned several music professors and teachers all over the place. The whole thing was a surprise set up on Facebook and email. And so she was totally surprised tonight.
Now, that's the best type of surprise party right there.
Oh, yeah.
No kidding, surprise concert. AJ, I'm glad you got to do that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day.
It's a full